Johnson actually eased across to the right, which is what pushed Steve Owen wide. And here's what happened. David Wall making contact with Jacques Villeneuve and the former world champion.
The trouble starts to go, whoop, and off he goes. And that is carrying a lot of speed, deep, deep, deep. The end of turn one. Okay, you've just come out of the hairpin. You've got a little bit of room to move there. You got anything special in the bag?
All right, here we go.
Don't encourage him.
Oh, no! I'll see if I can get back now. Have I got any damage?
I don't want to try and pretend to be Mark Dutton here. I think we might butt out of this before Roland Dane comes and grabs us both by the throat.
I said something special, not something stupid.
There you go. There's a lesson. Don't be silly.
Caught in a big beneficiary of this.
Now, this is the reason why the safety car is out there. Car number 10 of Andrew Thompson. Gets a touch, does it, from Carl Reilly, and he is gone.
That is fast.
And I suspect
2 green boxes is a very good sight for him.
Did you see that in the background? That was David Wall in the grass at the top of the hill. There he is. He was in the grass at the top of the hill because one of the HRT cars and Ingle were weaving. He come over the...
Coming down here, down the hill, down towards turn 7. So this is the onboard vision that takes your breath away.
Wow, that is fast. That was 200.
Alex Premer.
Oh, here we go.
This is contact.
Oh, man.
Wide.
That is massive. That's 250 kilometres an hour. We haven't seen where Scott Pye finishes. There were 3 cars alongside each other. Very lucky not to roll over. Look at that. That is 250 kilometres an hour. It's like Dukes of Hazzard stuff.
And airborne, too.
how that thing didn't bite and flip is a modern miracle.
2 extremely good teams. Seeing a replay at turn 4 will show what happened between 24 and 3. And Jason Bargwanna will want to forget the time.
Attack between Scaife and Rick Kelly, and around they both go.
I don't reckon I've heard as much counselling over the radio in the first few laps.
No, I tell you what, there's big potential for civil war to break out with the HSV cars and the HRT cars making contact, let alone both HSV cars running into each other. Help car 14. Here it is again in replay. Once you're that far on the beach, then that's always going to bring the safety car back out into play. Oh, Alex was... Oh!
At the top, there will be chaos up here. Watch this. Can they get through? That's remarkable. James Courtney stuck in the middle of nowhere. And the field goes by.
Here, as he had a moment in the right-hander at 6. Oh, he has. That's an awkward place to spin. Did he tag anything? He missed the wall with the rear wing by about 0.03 of an inch. Check it out. Watch this. Have a look at the gap between the wall and the wing. Got through. Now, does he make contact on the other side? He got away with it. You're kidding me.
Looney just comes screaming in here. He's got nowhere to go. On the far right-hand side of the circuit.
It is a safety car. They had such an amazing day yesterday. And how's this?
Oh, my God, that is so fast.
Fabian Coulthard was the one in the Lockwood car.
He's had to lose here. This is gone now.
Feeding gears. Lucky it didn't roll.
Out of this one, and the gap between Seaton and Tander in the championship between second and third is pretty tight.
It's only 37 points.
Oh,
John. Hopefully he doesn't hit anything. He's got a wild ride across the grass.
Oh, dear me.
Wow. Well, we hear from the pits there was contact with another car. We'll confirm that a bit later on. Faulkner manages to keep it going.
This is at the end of turn 1. Look at the amount of speed he's got through there. Now watch this. He'll hit a ditch here because there's been quite a few in the other categories right there. He loses the front splitter off that car, and he is so lucky not to end up in the wall. The dirt, of course, is designed to slow them down. It does so, but look at the amount of speed he's carrying into that.
Well, I can tell you what it is. It's just on 200 kilometres an hour. Looked like he just got wide onto the marbles. How that thing didn't actually roll is a miracle. And then there's that little cold.
Not a bad way of achieving this, as we just see Jason Bargwanna rotate at the end of the main straight. It's a very difficult braking area down there, and he was a frag deep and obviously locked the rears, and that's the end of that one. That will really hurt the tyre off. 10. And Van Gisbergen, this is ugly! This is ugly!
Winterbottom goes. The two factory Fords get together. Wow.
That was scary. You don't need an incident like that at turn one. I wouldn't have thought that Shane was far enough up to pull that off. We've got away with that. The replay of what happened, I think, to Dale Breed, and he did this on his own at turn two. Backed her up, got a bit of mud and water through the driver's window. Oh boy, on his own, major moment here. It's got a punctured front right tyre. Did that happen before or after? So it was, and he's saying it's nothing to do with the windscreen. Here's the replay of Dean Fiore, turn 5. Very lucky not to pick up the concrete in that process. And he actually managed to work together with, look at Van Gisbergen down the inside. He's virtually in the grass, and Courtney runs with them. Bright's out wide in no man's land. He's going to spin. He's off the road, Bright, and round goes Courtney. He clobbers one of the Fujitsu cars as well, and on it goes. The subtext of the question is there any more grip left in those tyres? Here's Murphy's replay of the incident at turn 4. It was a wild ride. He didn't take anything like the amount of speed off it. And here is a battle between Bright and Ambrose, side by side with Bright in the grass. And what is going on here?
Well, that's incredible. That was right at the entry to pit lane, and now Ambrose has gone 360. Something disastrous has happened there between Jason Bright and Mark.
Track.
Stephen Johnson. Is that the 500 slipping away for him?
Stephen Richards went
now because he's filled it full of grass. Here's how it happened. Reindler in the Jason Bright car on the inside.
Turn one incident. Man, Brad Jones is a... No, he wasn't. It's Andrew Jones in the middle of all that. So he got an eyeful of that nonsense.
Out there, like they're all spearing off the track and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned at the moment. Righto.
Watch this in the background. Oh, was that a tyre failure? Yes, I think it's a... I couldn't tell, actually. It looked like a right-hand front. But that's a massive off for Taz Douglas.
You were solid then on yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Early race battles.
Yeah, we've been struggling with our car all weekend, and to be honest, really have all year. But you know, overnight, I think we may have found something which should help us from here on. But yeah, started out, got a pretty good start, and then tried to pit first lap. And as I tried to enter pit lane, someone tagged.
As if the approach to turn 1 isn't bad enough with those big bumps. Zinger replay explains what happened to Andrew Thompson, who reverses it all the way up to the wall.
And then he grabs first gear, drives around the grass verge, and then comes back on again at turn 1.
I don't get this, how it turns left. Watch this. That just turns left.
It's almost as though Michael Caruso was having his own thing, and meantime, David and Tony were involved in a separate... Let's see whether this angle actually... This is the one that's got me boggled at the moment. Has he got a problem with the left rear tyre? Actually, as it bounced, there was a little bit of blue smoke coming off the left rear tyre on Michael's car.
It's right in there. So Lowndes overhauls Tander down towards turn 6. Extraordinary speed at this part of the circuit. Oh, no! Kelly, he's gone!
That could have been a lot worse. Spectacular.
Yeah, he got out of it not too bad, really, didn't he?